So today's Rambam, the Rambam was one of the greatest, perhaps minds, certainly scholars and saints of all of human history. He wrote over 10 medical books, an encyclopedia of medicine, whose foundation of modern medicine. He certainly wrote the magnum opus, one of the greatest books of all of Jewish law. Many, many amazing teachings, philosophy, Kabbalah, etc. So he says a very important point, which made me realize something extraordinary. First of all, he says that it's only normal for us to have different character traits. And it's called the golden mean, and many different systems believe in this, which is you could, go to either extreme. Let's say I spend all my money or I keep all my money. So where's the golden mean? In between. And obviously you always have to think on a rational level. A person can always get angry or never get angry. Well, sometimes it's appropriate, sometimes it's inappropriate. There has to be a golden mean. However, first of all, when it comes to arrogance, that's the one place where we don't have a golden mean. We should never be arrogant. We should only be arrogant about what's right, but not about our own issues, not standing up for my pride and honor, because somebody can manipulate you to, and then a lot of people, in fact, what's happened in America to a large extent is that, I don't want to name, he who should not be named, came and was negative and shamed Americans, and then they created a Tea Party going against him and this and that. But that's exactly the energy that he wanted. So you don't want to go into arrogance. Okay, you want to shame me, I don't care. It's like, imagine a child shames you. Big deal. So we shouldn't get angry for ourselves, maybe angry for injustice or to do the right thing, but not on an ego level, not on my own pride. But the main point that I want to bring out is that this is such an important point. I'm actually so grateful that I've learned the Rambam many times, but I never saw it till today. We all know that Abraham was chosen. It says, "Lamana sheyitzav es beisoi," I forget the exact line, that he will command his household on the way of God. So what's the way of God? So he says that this is the way of God. The way of God is improving your character traits. The entire Torah, all of Judaism, is to make you into a better person. All of Jewish mysticism is to make you into a better person. All of life is to make you into a better person. So I have a good question for you. Why did God have to make us with negative character traits? And this is the great, tremendous evil of Western secular thinking. They say, oh, I'm gay. Very good. So if I have a tendency to punch people in the face, is that okay? People say it's kleptomania, a tendency to steal. Is that okay? I've dealt with it before. It's not okay. So just because I have a tendency, we all have a tendency to get angry and take vengeance, and I may shame you. So then I'm just as evil as the person that hurt me. If I punch him back, I'm just as evil as him. That's not to say in self-defense, but if I actively don't need to punch him back and I go in vengeance, that's evil. So the point is that the Western psychology of saying, oh, whatever you want is okay. It's not okay. It's pure evil. There are parts of us that are compassion, which is good, and there are parts of us that is evil. And the Torah, God, is the first and only book that comes to define which parts of us are good and which parts of us are evil. And every single person has the capacity. And the only reason they say this subconsciously, they don't even realize, just like Hitler, why did he say that Jews are so bad? Because he was an arrogant bastard and he couldn't handle other people. Just like a bully, they can't handle that anybody else has self-esteem. So I don't want to go into that whole subject. I've said it before, but the point is a fundamentally important point. And that is, we can change. We have to change. We're all in this world created with positive and negative. And the job of life is to change. And not only that, we can always improve no matter how good you are. You can always get better. Now, I want you to think of a world that looks like this. The secular mindset is, oh, we figured it all out. If everybody was gay, the whole world is good, whatever it is. Our mindset is like this. We're all here to improve ourselves. We all have positive and negative character traits. It's a little bit like the movie Inside Out. All the things that we have are gifts. There's a time that I need ego in the right space. There's a time you need sex in the right space. There's a time for money in the right way. Everything is good in the right way. And it's my job to use my head to figure out what is the right way. May God bless us. And we should continuously grow, use our heads, use the Torah, use Jewish mysticism to figure it out. If you don't know, go to a rabbi. That's why we studied for thousands of years the wisdom of God to come up, like the Rambam brought us this absolute wisdom, say this is right, this is wrong. And then not only that, because God is infinite, He's always showing us, as the Baal Shem Tov says, there's always hashgacha pratis, there's always a hint here, a hint there. We can always learn more. We can always be guided more. We can always find a better, even more inspiration, more goodness, more kindness. What an amazing world we're living in. Amazing world of infinite growth.